If one more book tells you to stop drinking lattes to fix your financial crisis, I'm totally going to lose it. So let's talk about which financial literacy books are worth your time and which ones you should absolutely avoid. Hey, y'all, I'm Adrienne Hines. I am your favorite ladylike lawyer who talks about money and debt without the shame or the embarrassment or the guilt or the financial finger wagging. I've been helping people get out of debt and rebuild their lives for almost 30 years as a bankruptcy lawyer. And let me tell you something. I've read all the books, I've heard the advice, and most of it, well, it's just simply not written for you. Honestly, I've yelled at more pages than I care to admit. I'm like, full on, are you serious right now? That kind of energy. So today, let's talk about financial literacy books and why some are trash. And then I'll recommend a couple of books I think are actually kind of revolutionary. Let's start talking about what's out there, all right? Let's say you search best financial literacy books on Amazon because you're ready to take control of your money. And boom, you're now drowning in a list of 72 books with titles like The Total Money Makeover or Skip the Avocado Toast and Suddenly You're Rich, right? Sounds good, right? Except here's the deal. Most of these books, they were not written for you. Are you surprised to hear that? They were written by people who've never once had a past due notice on their electric bill. These are authors who built their wealth flipping houses in 1994 or riding tech stock waves, not by digging out of actual financial crises. You know what I'm talking about. They say things like, just stop eating avocado toast, as if guacamole is going to change the fact that housing costs are through the roof right now. Or they say things like, avoid bankruptcy at all costs. I'm looking at you, Dave Ramsey, who, by the way, declared bankruptcy. Or they say, just invest in real estate. With what, Susan? With what? Or discipline is all you need. Oh, the old bootstraps, just fix it yourself. How original, right? I'm over here yelling, some of you people have never had to choose between gas and groceries in your whole life. And it shows. The people who write these books aren't bad people, but their advice is incomplete. That is truthful. They tend to skip over the parts where you're buried in debt and the minimum payment doesn't even touch the principal. They skip over what it feels like to be too overwhelmed to open your mail. They act as if you can just budget your way out of bankruptcy. And let me tell you something. You cannot budget your way out of a financial crisis. In fact, you're going to need a solution that actually works with your reality, not one that assumes that you've already made it or that you have access to resources you don't have. Look, financial literacy is really important, but some of these books are just financial flexing all dressed up as wisdom, right? And here's what you really want in a financial book. You want something that speaks to where you are, whether that's paycheck to paycheck or deeply in debt. Something that doesn't shame you for using legal tools like bankruptcy to survive. You need something that explains how the credit system actually works, why the bank wants you to stay scared, and how to actually rebuild your credit. Oh, and how about an author who's actually walked through the fire and helped real people get out? And if you're new to all this, don't worry. You don't need a financial degree and you don't need a perfect credit score to get something out of these books. You really just need something that speaks to human, not hedge fund, right? So let's throw out the guilt. Let's throw out the shame and the judgment, the one size fits rich approach, and let's talk about a couple of books that are actually worth your time. One for building wealth, one for rewiring how you think about money, and one that will change your life if you're ready to stop letting debt run the show. Let's go. First up is a wealth building book called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Ramit grew up in a working class immigrant family, made money mistakes, don't we all? He built his system by trial and error, not from an ivory tower. Ramit keeps it real. He suggests things like guilt-free spending on the things that you love. He doesn't tell you to stop buying lattes. He tells you to stop wasting time on guilt and start designing a rich life, one where you spend money on your terms. He advises automation over restriction. He provides real scripts for financial conversations, like negotiating bills. And a bonus, Ramit actually talks about money the way your smartest, most honest friend would talk about it. No shame, no fluff, just strategy that works in the real world. Next up is a book about money mindset and behavior called Scarcity: Why Having Too Little Means So Much by Nathan and Shafir. Okay, so this technically is not a finance book, but it might actually be the most important book about money you might ever read. This book breaks down how the scarcity of time, money, and energy literally just hijacks your brain, and it explains why you can know better and still make bad money choices on a regular basis. It also explains why procrastinating on bills or panic spending isn't about laziness, it's about mental overload. I thought this book was revolutionary because it completely shifted the blame off of you and put it where it belongs, on the system. Stress in a broken financial culture. If you've ever beat yourself up for financial decisions, this book is going to help make you feel seen, and it will offer real tools to move forward. And the last book? Well, it's my book. It's called Bankruptcy Magic: The Life-Changing Power of Debt Relief with Dignity. Yeah, I know. Cue the self-endorsement eye rolls right now. But please know that I wrote this book because I had to. If you're drowning in debt, feeling like a failure, or stuck in a shame spiral, you really can't escape this. My book was made for you. I don't preach at you, and I don't shame you. I walk with you. I lay out the real, legal, smart, and honorable way to get free of your debt. Because here's the truth: bankruptcy is not a tragedy, it's a tool. Debt doesn't mean you're irresponsible, and shame, it's not a strategy, my friend. Inside my book, I break down what a bankruptcy really is and what it's not, how to escape the paycheck to paycheck panic, and why this step, even though it sounds really scary, could be the most powerful financial move you've ever made, right? So yes, this is your official permission slip to explore bankruptcy as an option because, well, here's the deal. You cannot build wealth when you are drowning in debt. That's something that I know. Freedom has to come first so that you can live the American dream. If you're struggling with debt, you don't know where to start, there's a link in the description where you can actually talk to a debt professional for free. If this video helped you, hit like so more people can find it, and subscribe for more no fluff, no shame money guidance that actually makes sense. I've got more book and breakdowns, and I've got debt solutions coming your way soon. Oh, and one last thing. If you've got a favorite financial book that actually helped you, bonus if it doesn't have any mention about avocado toast, drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for recommendations that don't make me yell at the page, right?
Bankruptcy explain.